Hands down, one of the nicest looking plecos in the hobby, in the trade, is the Green Phantom. From tiny size up to full-grown adults, they're bright green with yellow spots. They're always vivid and always been a popular species. There are actually two species of them in the trade, and not a lot of people know exactly the difference between the two. There's a Hifin Green Phantom, and then there's a regular Green Phantom. While both species look really similar, they are both different species and from different genres. So despite them looking very much alike, they're very different fish. And not everyone knows the difference. It's actually quite easy to tell once you know. So I'm going to show you the difference between the two and how to tell a regular L200 Green Phantom from a Hyphen. This is the classic L200 Green Phantom. Beautiful fish, big odontodes on the cheeks there. But you can tell the difference between him and a Hyphen pretty easily because he's got his dorsal fin all the way up. And right at the back there, that gap between the dorsal and the adipose is huge. So the dorsal fin does not go all the way back to that little tiny adipose fin. That's the difference. So I'll show you real quick on the Hyphen Green Phantom so you can see the comparison. But even on a small fish, it's very obvious once you know the difference. Here we've got a Hyphen Green Phantom, and you can see that dorsal is a little taller, not just the height of it, but the way it extends all the way back to that adipose fin. It's pretty obvious once you can see the comparison between the two. The other thing that the Hyphen Green Phantoms get that makes them a little more desirable and sometimes a bit more expensive is they tend to have this really beautiful mustard yellow trim on their fins. It can extend into the dorsal, and then they often have spots that extend into the dorsal fin too. I've seen a couple, once in a while you get one with full spots. This guy you can see has some spotting that goes all the way up the dorsal fin. Regular Green Phantoms won't have that. Both these fish come from the Orinoco watersheds, but the Hyphen Green Phantoms come only from the Rio Ventuari. That's a Orinoco tributary in Venezuela. Fast moving, really warm water. Both species need roughly the same conditions in captivity, so you want really clean, well oxygenated water on the warmer side. They'll do fine at normal temps around 77, 78. But they'll take temperatures up into the 80s, no problem. They'll do best probably around 80, 82 in a home aquarium. And they like lots of rocks, lots of cover to hide in, and plenty of water flow. So power heads, fast moving filtration. These guys come from areas where the river's constantly moving, and they definitely appreciate that in the aquarium.